Hey there, y'all. Disney D Prince here today, and today I have expanded my Rainbow High fashion closet extravaganza because we are going to do the Rainbow High fit check for all of these girls' fashions in one video. And this is going to be a long video, but I am going to set it up with some time markers, or chapters, I guess they're called on YouTube now. And so you're going to be able to ignore parts that you don't want to see, fast forward to parts that you do want to see. At least that is what I'm trying to do. I am recording from further back because I did increase my my staging area. So hopefully it is well lit. So this is the first part of the video where, of course, we're going to talk all about our girls that are going to be trying on these clothes. So first, on the smallest side, we have Articulated Skipper. No, Articulated Stacy. She's from the basketball set. She is the smallest doll that we have. So she is going to go right here, and she's going to be the first one to try things on. And then we have Articulated Skipper. Now, she is actually on a Creatable World doll body because her original body didn't have wrist or ankle articulation, and the Creatable World bodies have the same proportions. So that's how that goes. Now, next on our list, we have our Made to Move Petite. Now, this is a petite that's been that has a fashionista head. This is the BMR 1959 petite because I don't have the new Barbie Looks petite. She's supposed to be coming on Thursday, but I don't have her yet. And so she is the next one up from there. And then we have our curvy body. Now, this is a curvy BMR 1959. She's the dark skin tone. This is actually the Barbie Loves the Ocean head, if you saw that video. Now, I stick her before the regular, or before the original body, just because she is actually slightly shorter than the original body, which we have right here. So that is our original Made to Move body. And then we have our tall Made to Move body. And now she has the Barbie Extra face on her, or head on her, because I like this face and I feel like she deserved to be a little taller. And so we have 6 different body types for all of our fashions. And now we're just going to go around like this. And the way these fit check videos work, if y'all haven't seen one before, is we start every outfit on Stacy and work our way up to the Made to Move tall body. As pieces get eliminated, meaning they no longer fit, we're going to put them off to the side, and that's how we'll do it. Now, everything in this video, now that I have the racks to hang things up, are just going to get hung back up. So we are going to start off with Amaya. Now, I have 2 Amayas. I put all of their stuff on one cart just because it makes it a little easier. We don't do any of the socks or stockings unless they are the full up to the waist pantyhose style. just because these are going to automatically fit on anybody. It just depends on how loose or tight they are. So we're actually going to start with this Amaya, which is the Series 1 Amaya with her hair coloring outfit. Now, she only came with the one outfit, which is this clear jacket. Now, as we've learned from previous sets, this jackets will generally fit all the dolls all the way up. This bustier top, which is a pleather material, so there's not going to be much stretch to it. And this skirt, which opens down the back. So, as we've learned, skirts, once they open down the back, are generally going to fit everyone, including Curvy. Except for Stacy and Skipper sometimes, just because they don't have very big hips. So, let's get our first outfit on. Remember, we have Stacy first. And things like this will get eliminated once they are either too short to where they won't cover the nipple line, or where they won't close in the back. And so that's how that fits for the first top for Stacy. And then we are going to put her jacket on, which unfortunately this doesn't have a whole lot of give, so it's not super easy to work her arms through it. But that's how she fits in the jacket. Now, I doubt this skirt is going to stay up on her, given the fact that we can slide it all the way up. But yeah, that's not staying on. But that's okay. I'd rather have too big than too small. Okay. So all three pieces fit Stacy without a problem. So Stacy is cleared for Amaya 1. And now we have Skipper, again on a creatable world body. This is how we're going to put her on. So already we're having a little bit of an issue closing this one, which is kind of surprising considering Skipper doesn't have a very large torso. And then from there, we're going to put that on. It stays on like that. It is a little bit big still, but it does stay on. And now again, we're going to put the jacket on, and we're going to make her face forward again. So there's the fit for Stacy. For Skipper. I always get those two confused. And so everything fits. The skirt is a little loose, so it does ride down a little low. This jacket is hitting right at the wrist, and the top does close, but it is a little tight. And I may, actually, there are a lot of tight sleeves, so I'm going to take the hands off of all these dolls that can have their hands taken off. just because this is already going to be a long video, and trying to get hands through sleeves sometimes is what adds a lot of length to these videos. Okay, so if you see my handless dolls, don't be alarmed. They are just on vacation. Again, when you are taking these hands off, twist. Don't pull directly because you risk damaging your pegs. Or worse, breaking your joints. But generally try to pull from right on the joint so you're securing the joint, so you don't have to worry about that. This is the Made to Move Petite. Generally, if it fits Skipper, it fits Made to Move Petite. But given how tight that was, yeah, see, we're not getting anywhere close on this. We can make it touch, and that's how it fits, but it is not closing in the back. So we're going to consider this done. So back onto the hanger it goes. And back onto the rack. And then we are going to put the skirt on. Generally, if it stays on Skipper, it's going to stay on the Made to Move Petite. That's how it fits on the Made to Move Petite. It does ride down a little low, but it's okay. And now let's check how this looks on here. Okay, so it does fit. There's the fit. It's coming up a little bit above the wrist, right there. So it's turning into a short jacket already on Petite. But it fits, and it doesn't fight to get on there. And here is where we start to lose pieces generally like crazy, is on Curvy. Okay. She's... Okay, she's pulling away from her joint too much on this hand. So I'm not going to take that hand off, and that actually worries me a little bit, that her joint is pulling like that. So she's just going to have the one hand off. But let's look and see how this skirt fits. So generally, on these skirts that close at the back, they will fit. But the problem is these little underwear things. So if you just wrap it around without it being in there, it'll fit. Okay. So that's the fit. Groin is right there on that second buckle. So it is a mini skirt on her. And now let's put the jacket on so I can show y'all. I'm just going to put it on the one arm because I don't want to mess with her hand getting stuck in that plastic. So that's the fit. Again, it's going to be right there. It's coming up on the middle of the forearm. So the jacket fits, the skirt fits. Again, you can either cut that little underwear piece out to make it fit curvy, or you can just wrap it around to the side. Those are your options on that one. And now we have our original Made to Move body. Which we're going to take the hands off of. Those came off nice and easy. And now we're going to put the skirt on. Okay. That's how the skirt fits. Groin is right there at the third buckle, almost the second buckle. And then we're going to put the arms in the sleeves. Again, if you are taking your hands off of your made-to-move dolls, please be careful. While they are designed to be removed, you have to do it carefully. And so that's how it fits with the original body, is right there, right at the middle of the forearm. It's a cute look if you pair it with a little white shirt underneath or a black shirt even. And then we're going to pop this off. And we're going to do that. And putting her back there. Okay, now we have our tall Barbie. Tall made to move. Take those hands off real quick. Just to make our lives a little easier down the way. Let's put the skirt on. Okay, that's how the skirt fits. And let me show y'all the jacket. Okay, and so that's how the jacket fits right there. Almost at the elbow. It does fit, and that is the end of Amaya's first look. So of the 3 pieces in that look, 2 of them fit every single doll. Now again, remember that they are not going to fit exactly the same. They are not going to look exactly the same on every different body type on these. But they all will go on the doll, and they will all stay on the doll, except for the Stacy doll. Now we have our Series 2 Amaya, which is this one over here. Now she has 2 outfits, so we are going to do the one that she was in the box first, which has 3 pieces. The skirt, which doesn't open all the way down the back, this little midi, this little bustier right here, and this little baby tee. Now, as we've learned, the bustiers and the baby tees generally top out around petite. You can put them on the tall and the original body, but they will barely come to the nipple line. So let's give it a look so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So first we have Stacy, who can almost wear the baby tees as they're intended. Okay, so that's how it fits on Stacy. And then we put this little bustier on her, which she is very young and not very chesty. So while it does fit on her, you generally want to keep her arms down a little bit. And then let's look at the skirt. Okay. So the skirt does not stay up, but it does fit if you were going to modify it or put a little safety pin back there. That's the fit on her. So they all fit Stacy. And now we're getting to Skipper, which is where this baby team may start to go wrong. And I know there's a lot going on in this background, y'all, but I just thought this deluxe fashion closet is the perfect way to display all these fashions as I do all this. Okay, so there is the fit on the baby tee. Again, nipple line is right about here. And let's try on this bustier top. Okay, and that's where it fits. Again, she doesn't really fill it out, but it fits on her. And then that's where the skirt sits on her. Again, it's a little loose, but not falling off. So all three pieces fit Skipper. And now we're getting in to the actual made-to-move bodies. And we'll start to see some pieces drop off. Like this will close because it is a cotton-based one. And it's going to cover that joint. So petite can wear this as it's intended. And now let's see about this one. Okay. And it will close over her waist, which is, or over her bust, which is kind of surprising. And then let's get this skirt on. And that's where the skirt fits. So that's the fit for outfit number 2, or outfit number 1 for Amaya for series 2 on a petite made to move. Now with the curvy, the skirt will probably not fit. This top may fit, but we'll see where it hits. Okay, so that's where the top hits on her. Nipple line is about here, and this is where that chest articulation is. So you can wear it on this one, but it's not a great fit. And then let's see if this closes back here. So, and surprisingly, that one can fit. It's a little lower than the others because that top of that shirt is about right there. But it does fit, surprisingly. Okay, I'm gonna try to get this little underwear thing out of the way. See if that helps our cause a little bit with the skirt. So you can get it up and Velcro it, surprisingly. But groin is right there, so you have less than ½ an inch of fabric because there's that top articulation, but it does turn into like a little mini dress for her. So it's actually not a bad look for curvy. But again, I did push that little underwear slip to the side to get it to actually go up over her. And again, when you're putting things on the curvy, be careful not to tear your seams. Just because there's always that chance, because these dolls are different proportions, y'all. And then we have our original made-to-move body, which generally, if it fits on curvy, it's gonna fit on the rest of them. I tried to put my shirt on upside down. but we'll see. So this is where it hits on the original. Again, nipple line right there. And then let's put this on. Okay. So this fits around her, but you do need to kind of finagle it to get it to stay on top of that shirt right there. And now let's see what this looks like. Right here. If the Velcro would stick. Okay, so there's the fit on original Made to Move Barbie. It fits, it rides a little lower on the hips. It's going to be a little harder to get that bustier to stay up and in the right spot. And you're going to be fighting with some skin showing on the sides because this mini tee is a little short. But it all fits. And now we're going to take this off. And our last one is the tall Made to Move body. So again, this is the tall Made to Move body with the Barbie extra head. So that's where it fits with the tee, the baby tee on her. And then we've got that right there, so it does close. And then let's see about that little underwear thing was getting in the way again. And so there's the fit on Tall Barbie. And that skirt actually looks a little bit better on Tall Barbie, I think. But, you know, it looks cute. So Amaya's Series 2's outfit that she's wearing in the box fits everybody going from Stacy on the way up to Tall. So that's kind of shocking. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it all back on the hanger, put it back on the rack, and move on to her second outfit. Okay. Okay. Now her second outfit is the cheerleader outfit, which is 3 pieces, even though it only looks like 2 because this hoodie underneath is not part of the cheerleader outfit. So what we have is the skirt that has all the different rainbow colors on the inside. It does have a much thicker panty area, so it's going to be a little bit harder to push that to the side, but it also opens all the way up the back, so we have a much higher chance of it fitting on the curvy. So I'm going to try these on as 2 pieces until we can't, until one of them won't fit, just because of expediency. Because it's just a white little hoodie thing under there. Okay. And see, this is why all of the rest of them have their hands taken off because these little fingers really just get in the way. Okay. So we have both of these on. And that's how it fits on Stacy. And now we also have our cheerleader skirt, which you can tighten it a little bit and it'll stick on her. So 3 pieces all fit. Stacy's hair is a little wild. I really need to just throw it in an elastic, but okay. So we do have those two, and again, her hood does open up in the back because Rainbow High's heads are so big. That's how they have to do their hoods. But okay. So next one up is Stacy, and her hands were taken off. So we should be smooth sailing through here. Okay. Okay. So again, those fit just like that. They've got a little room to come down over there if your hands are back on. Let's look at the skirt. Okay, that's how the skirt fits on. This is a really cute outfit for Stacy. I think it really does kind of convey that middle school cheerleader look, or like JV squad look, but it's very cute. And again, all 3 pieces fit. Okay, and now we're moving on to Petite, which is maybe where our troubles will begin. Just because this outer layer doesn't have as much give as the cotton sweatshirt underneath. So the sweatshirt closes, and the top closes. There's the hood, and there's the fit. So it does fit right about the wrist. And then let's look at the skirt. So it does fit. Groin's about right there. So you got about 3/4 of an inch or so of fabric that flutters, but she does have the little panties on underneath, if that's something you worry about when you're dressing your dolls. So there we go, all 3 pieces still fitting. And now we're moving on to Curvy. Now, I don't know if Curvy will fit around the back because those were pretty tight. And again, what we're going to do is we're going to try to get this hand through as gently as possible, but it's actually already sort of stopping because of how thick her arms are. So we will try our best not to break her thumb off. There we go. There we go. Okay. And then again, we do have her other hand off. So that slides on much easier. So these sleeves are a lot tighter on her. And this is where we're at in the back. She cannot close on that or on, well, actually, hold on, I may be speaking too soon. No. It's a little closer on the cheerleader top, but not, it won't fit. But sometimes that happens. We'll try it again on the regular, on the original, before we eliminate it. And then let's see about this. Okay, so technically you can make it fit. Groin is right here. You got about 1/8 of an inch of fabric. Whole booty hanging out though. If you can see right there, those little shorts don't really combine copacetically. You can close it up a little bit more, but it is it's a tight fit for her. But again, that's kind of to be expected with this fit, because the Rainbow High girls are hippie, but not that hippie. And now we have the original body. We'll put this skirt on first because it's what's in my hands. Okay, and that's where it fits. Groin's about right there. You've got about 3/4 of an inch of fabric below her groin. And now let's look at the arms. We'll see if her shirts fit. If not, not a big deal. So we do have that one. So it's a tight fit on the hoodie, it looks like. But then it almost looks like this cheerleader top will fit without the hoodie underneath, but not with it. But it does Velcro. Like, you can get it to Velcro a little bit to where it will stay on. And those are just our hood that needs to be. But that's actually a decent fit. The nipple line's up here. Articulation is covered. Again, it's going to hit about mid forearm. So we'll look at that. I think we're going to call that shirt done though. At least for the undershirt, just because that's a really tight squeeze on the arms, surprisingly. So we're going to put this one back over there, and we're going to try just the cheerleader top onto the tall body. Okay, yeah. See, that cheerleader top fits right perfect on there. And then that's how the skirt fits. So there's the fit on tall. So out of all three pieces, just this hoodie kind of gets eliminated. And you could make it fit, but this is going to fit more solidly without that hoodie underneath. And that is it for Series 2 Amaya, which is pretty good considering we only really eliminated 2 pieces from her entire wardrobe. So we're going to stick these back on the hanger. Again, these are not the hangers they came with because they only came with the one set of black hangers. And I want to be able to put up all of them. So I'm using extras that I have. Okay. Back on the hanger like that. And that is it for this whole hanger, for this whole rack. So the next part that we're going into is the Deluxe fashion closet. Okay, so going into the fashion closet, the Deluxe fashion closet looks, I did swap out our curvy made to move for another made to move, but this is actually just the articulated skateboarder doll, but she has the same proportions. It's just limited articulation because after some experimentation, when I took a break, the left hand on 3 different made to move dolls broke on the curvy. So I don't know if it's a flaw in the design of the mold or what, but there was some severe structural issues. Like, they can slip back on, but the center peg right here tends to break on this left side, which is very bizarre because all the others came out, normal, no worries. But there are a lot of jackets going forwards, and I don't want to spend too much time trying to shove things over that one hand. So, had to make a substitution. So, these are the 10 pieces that came with the Deluxe fashion closet, this big set you see in the back. Not counting shoes, because we don't try the shoes on because they don't fit. So, this first piece that we're going to look at is a jacket inspired by Sunny. Again, we have the new hangers right there. So, what we're going to do is we are going to pop this on her, on Stacy, because even on her I have to work these hands through kind of carefully, just because they are not real great. Okay, so there's the fit on Stacy. So it does fit. Generally with jackets, they're gonna fit. It's just about where they'll fit. But in the purpose of the video, I'm going to just show you guys how each individual piece fits, because there are no outfits in this. There are just pieces. So the outfits are up to you to design. But I just want to show you how the individual pieces fit. So here's on Skipper. Hits right at that wrist, but you can shove it up. Okay. And now we've got Petite made to move. Right here. Again, her hands are off for expediency. Okay. And that is how she fits. Again, a little bit above the wrist. And now let's try it out on our new curvy model. Again, this is the Olympics skateboarder model. Now I can't get as tight on these just because the articulation isn't what I wanted. So again, it's a bit tight on these curvy arms, so maybe avoid forcing that on there. And then we've got our original made to move body like this. Again, it's going to hit middle of the forearm and doesn't come closed in the front, but that just leaves room to show your shirts that you've got underneath. And now for our tall Barbie. Again, all of these have had their hands taken off for expediency. So once you get it up to that shoulder, that's how it fits. It's going to be almost to the elbow. There's a little bit space left, but it fits everybody except for curvy. So all in all, that's a good piece. It's a nice jacket. Pair it with a black dress or a red dress, a pink dress or a blue dress to go with those colors underneath. And it's a nice little funky number. And now we have our Poppy look, which is a sweater dress, which does not have any Velcro other than at the neck. So here we're going to look at it on Stacy. I've really got to give these two different names. Okay, so that's how it looks on Stacy. It does close around the back of her neck. There's a little bit of space left. It does hit about mid-thigh, but you can actually pull it down, stretch it to where it covers the knees if you felt like it. Because this is it's sweater material, so it's going to stretch, which is good for our curvy doll. And then here's the fit on Skipper. Again, groin is about there. You've got about an inch of fabric underneath the groin. And we've got petite made to move right here. And it's got a groin right there, so you got about ½ an inch of space on her, but there's the fit. It's very cute with her skin tone. And now we've got our new curvy model. Again, because this is a sweater dress, it is going to fit over her curves, which is nice. And that's how it looks on her. Groin is about there. You do have about 1/4 of an inch of fabric when it's not stretched, but again, you can stretch it down to where you've got enough room, to where it's not too club ho-ish. And now on original Barbie, slide it up. And that's the fit on original made to move Barbie. Groin is about there. Got about 1/4 of an inch underneath. Again, you can stretch it down to where it's got more space. That's the beauty of this fabric. I wish they would make more doll clothes out of this fabric instead of just making really big t-shirt dresses for Barbie, and that would solve a lot of my problems with Barbie clothes when you're trying to find something cute for a curvy Barbie to wear. And here she is on tall. Groin's about there. You got about 1/4 of an inch. If you slide it up, you got about 1/8. You can slide it down to where you've got about 1.5 inches. Again, this back is open just a little bit, but it's very cool. This is a great dress. It fits everybody and actually looks decent on everyone, which is not normally the case, but it's decently cute. Like, I'm here for it. Stick it back on the hanger and stick it back in the closet. Our next piece is a ruby inspired overall set. This is gonna probably not fit past petite, just because these straps don't come off. So it's going to be a bit of an issue getting all of them to, just because their torsos are so much longer, it'll become more of a smock for them. Okay, so that's the fit on Stacy. Again, she's got a lot of room in there. Like, that's what Stacy's body actually looks like. But it is very sweet. Groin's about there, so you do have about an inch of fabric extra. Maybe throw it on with some black tights or white tights, just depending on what you've got available. And we're going to look at Skipper now. Okay, and we've got the fit on Skipper. Groin is about there. There's only about 1/4 of an inch of fabric underneath that, so it's becoming less of a dress already. That's Skipper. And we'll try it on Petite. Made to move. Okay, so groin is right there. So we're done with this piece. It's cute, but it's not going to fit on most of these dolls. You can take it and turn it into a shirt if you are so inclined. But at that point, it is no longer as it was intended to be worn. No longer fits as it was intended to be worn. Our next piece is a little mini skirt that pulls off of Bella's theme. So we're going to try this on. It does have that little irritating underwear inside. It does not open all the way up down the back. And so we're going to try it on Stacy. And it does not really fit on her, but it has room. And now we'll look at Skipper. It stays on Skipper, but again, it's a little big. Now let's see. Now Petite has some more hip, so that's good. So it stays on her. Groin is right there. You've got a full inch of fabric underneath it, so it can be a regular length skirt, not a mini. Let's see if this actually will go up over. Yeah, no, that's already stressing that back seam. So we're gonna say it does not fit curvy. But on regular Barbie, it fits like that. You've got groin right there, about 3/4 of an inch fabric. And now on tall, we have our, so that's how it fits on tall. Groin's about there, 3/4 of an inch fabric again, and it looks cute. So everybody but curvy is what it fits on. But they're all very cute. I've got to move some things down because I keep bumping stuff. And so we've got our next one, which is going to be another jacket. We have this purple tweed number. It does have a little lining. And so we're going to try to get it on Stacy with her hands. Again, with these little thumbs, they really do suck. But I'm not going to force it on there. We know it's going to fit. That'll be the arm length. It'll come down to the wrist. It will be a little baggy on her, but it will fit. And now we've got Skipper. This really works with her hair on the Creatable World body again. Go. Okay. That's how that fits. And if you notice, it does have a really pretty silver trim around that part just to catch the light. That's how it fits. It's a good fit for Skipper. On to Petite. Made to Move. Okay, and there is the fit. It will fit on her. It doesn't close very tight in the front. It's going to hit a little higher than on Skipper, starting to go into the forearm, but it will fit. And now let's see if the curvy will fit. I don't think her arms are going to fit through here just because of how much meatier her arms are. So, I might be wrong. Okay, no. So it can get up there, but what it can't really do is get up past her shoulders. And it's just because this material and the lining does not have a lot of give to it, which is why I do these fit checks to show y'all before you order something individual online thinking it's going to fit for your doll, and then it won't. Okay, and this is original Made to Move body. Again, there's the fit right there at the elbow, and it does not close very tight in the front. So if you're putting on a cute shirt, this is the jacket for you. Again, it is starting to get very tight because of the shoulders and this lining. And the lining will snag on your joints. Just an FYI. And now let's see. Shouldn't be any issue with this. It's just going to be a little more narrow. And there is the fit on the tall Barbie. So it fits at the elbow. It's going to come down on this mini jacket to about right here. And that's the fit. So it fits everybody but curvy, which with a tight material like this is kind of understandable. But let's move on to the next piece. So the next piece is this Rainbow High t-shirt. This is an oversized t-shirt. It's no social media, thank you, if you can't read that. But the shirt does not come all the way down on the back. So it is designed to be more of like a shirt dress. Let's check the fit on Skipper, on Stacy, because I can't talk apparently. Okay. Okay. So there is the fit on Stacy. Right there, groin's about there, so it is more of like a sleep shirt style for her. On to Skipper. Like this. Okay. And that's how it fits on Skipper, just kind of like a regular shirt. Nothing special to write home about for this. This is just a very basic piece that's just kind of a graphic tee. Again, onto Petite. And it fits at a normal shirt length for Petite. It does close, no worries. And over to our curvy. Okay. Makes it a little bit harder just because of the fact that it doesn't open all the way in the back. But it fits like a normal shirt for her. It actually looks good on her. If I was going to put this on somebody, it would probably be on a curvy. Okay. And now onto the regular or original made to move body. And that's how it fits on the original made to move body. And onto the tall. Okay, and that's how it fits on the tall. Again, there's the panty line right there. So it's a normal shirt. It fits on all of them. No issues, no big deal. and I'm not worried about him. Put it back on the hanger, and back into the closet it goes. Okay, and now we've got our sweatshirt. This is inspired by Jade, very kind of obviously. Again, new hanger. All of these are going to fit. I'm not going to force over hands though, because these are tight cuffs at the end. So this is the fit that it'll hit right at the ankle, right at the wrist, and then right at the waist for her. Okay, and on to Skipper. Okay, this is an oversized hoodie. And there's the fit on Skipper. Nothing super jarring or anything about that I was unsurprised by. This has got a lot of stretch to it because of the fabric, so I anticipate this fitting everyone, just in different heights. Okay. There's the fit on Petite. Again, right at the wrist, a little bit above the panty line where it hits. And onto the curvy. Again, because of the material, I do anticipate it fitting everyone, but I don't just want to say that kind of carte blanche. Okay. So that's where it hits on curvy. A little bit of a midriff, starting to get into that mid forearm, but it does fit. And does look pretty good for her, actually, I think. Just with that skin tone coloration. And then on to original Barbie. We've got okay. And that's where she fits on Barbie. Again, getting into that mid forearm. We've got a full midriff showing. And on to tall. Okay, and that's where it fits on tall. Again, right at the elbow. Full midriff is showing, but it does fit on all of them. So no worries on that. That's a nice little hoodie back onto the hanger. And back into the closet. And now our next one is going to be this little Versace inspired rainbow high baby tee. Again, with the baby tees, they generally top out as they're meant to be worn at petite. You can layer them however you want, especially since this is cotton. It will fit, it will stretch. But as it's meant to be worn as just like a regular tee, the nipple line is right there. So it does fit on Stacy. And onto Skipper. Now you would think if one top fits, all the tops would fit, right? But not always the case, y'all. So that's how it fits on Skipper. Again, nipple line right there, full midriff. So it does fit as it's designed to. It is a little tight getting it on, surprisingly, for Skipper. But let's give it a look on the petite. Okay. On petite, as it is made to be worn, it does fit. Again, nipple line right there. It's a tight fit, surprisingly. Let's see how it will look on curvy, if it will even fit up there, or if it will even close in the back. I'm encountering turned out sleeves like I've never encountered before. Okay, so it doesn't really want to fit over her. Yeah, I'm gonna call that not fitting, because it does not want to fit over her biceps. But let's see if it fits on original Made to Move without too much stress. Okay, so it does fit. There's the fit. Again, nipple line right there. So it fits on original. It is a little tight in the sleeves, surprisingly. So you're going to want to kind of be careful as you're sliding over those biceps. And then we've got tall. So there's the fit on tall. Again, nipple line's about right there, so it's almost too short. It does cover that articulation though, but it is tight on those arms. But maybe as a good base layer for something. But it's a cute shirt. Like, I've seen this shirt in stores, essentially. Like, this is basically just a rip-off of the Versace logo, which I'm okay with, you know. And so it fits everybody but curvy, which, honestly, look at the size of that, I'm not surprised. Going into the pants, these last two pieces are not going to fit curvy. They're just not. They're not going to fit Stacy because they will be too big. Let's see how they look on Skipper. Okay, so here's the fit on Skipper. So they do fit like they're supposed to on Skipper. You can see a little skin through those ribbons. To get through these, you are going to want articulated ankles or pointed toe feet. And then we've got this on Petite. They are heading into Capris. Like I said, these are not going to fit on Curvy. Let's look at Original Made to Move. Generally, the problem we find is in crotch drop. Okay, so this does fit. There's the fit. Again, we're firmly in Capri territory now, but it does fit. On to the Original Made to Move. And now we've got Tall. And again, the problem on this one is going to be crotch drop because that's where her groin is and that's where we're sitting right now. So we need to get over that a little bit. So it will close. They will be super low rise. Like panty line is right there. That's what it looks like in the back where you can actually see a little bit of the panty line. And you are getting closer to the knees. So you are at the big part of the calf on these. So these do fit everybody but Stacy and Curvy, which we knew going in. Hang it back up. And then we know these are essentially going to fit the same way. Let's look at how they fit Skipper. This is actually two pieces. This belt is its own separate piece. They fit as intended on Skipper. And let's see, Petite. That's how they fit on Petite. Again, high waters. A little bit of fuzzies down there at that unfinished edge, but they're supposed to be that way. It's not going to fit on Curvy. We know that much. Okay, that's how it fits on Original Made to Move. Does ride kind of low. It is a tight fit in the back. It's mainly because of her calves though, because we have extra fabric up here. But it's because her calves are bigger and it's kind of causing a roadblock. So if you were to cut the sides a little bit to make a seam allowance a little bit more, you would be able to get them up further as intended. And honestly, it's going to be the same thing for the Tall, except they really just don't fit Tall. Like they can't close. So they don't fit Tall, they don't fit Curvy, and they won't fit Stacy. But they fit Original and Petite and Skipper. So that's pretty good. We're going to put these back on their hanger. And that was the last piece from the Deluxe Fashion Closet. So moving on, we're going to do the Avery Styles kit. And then we'll do Krystal and Karma and Cheerleader Poppy. So stay tuned. Okay, so we are going on to the Avery styles now. So we're just going to work our way across this rack. The first one being this two-part from Inspired by Ruby. So we've learned these bustiers generally size themselves out after petite, but we will look at it anyway. First up is Stacy. Again, being careful with these fingers and thumbs because they will put holes in our clothes, which is honestly the most frustrating thing about doll clothes. But okay. All right. Okay, so that's how it fits on Stacy. A little ridiculous with the bustier, but that's where the baby tee fits. Again, nipple line's about right there. So borderline inappropriate for her. And again, we've got Skipper. Okay. Okay. Again, we've got strap issues, but that's okay. Okay, so that's where it fits. So it does fit Skipper. Again, a little inappropriately, but just because she's tiny. She's a small child. She is still middle school. And now we have petite. Okay. So there's nipple line. It does cover it without the bustier, but it's supposed to be worn with the bustier. So let's look at this and figure out where it hits. Again, onto the strap. Not always necessary to have straps on these if you do want to wear them a little lower, but I'm just putting them on as they were worn, and right there it does not fit. If we were wearing it a little lower without these straps on, let me show you what that would look like. So if we were wearing it down there, it would fit like that, which, because these straps are clear, I'm going to treat them like the hanger straps, and say that that fits. Okay. And now curvy. Let's see. Okay, so that's where curvy fits. Again, we're going to try to put this on over here. And it will fit if you don't wear the straps. And that's how it would fit. You need to pull that down just a little bit more to make it cover those. You could give a little single stitch right there. But that's the fit on curvy, so it does fit. But you're going to wear it more around the waist than around the bust, as it was designed. And then onto the original Made to Move body. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing and not worry about these straps this time around. So if we were to do this, like that, that is how it fits. It's not a super tight fit, but that's where it would sit. And again, that's without putting the straps through the arms. That's just wearing it as like a bandeau or something like that. Or more like a corset. And on the tall, like we have already reached, this would not be an okay shirt to wear out, but that's where nipple line is. And let's see, does this close in the back? Okay, and so it does fit. Again, it's another tight fit, but that's how it would fit if you were sitting it on there. So they're really fond of giving Ruby those looks. But that's how it works sometimes. Okay, and then we're going to put this back on the hanger. So it fit everyone, surprisingly. I mean, we modified it slightly to where it would fit on everyone, but it's really just not putting the straps on, and the straps are clear. So you could argue that the straps aren't supposed to be seen or worn. But there it goes. First piece from Avery Styles. And those are from the racks, not the doll. And now next we have the Anti-Sparkle Sparkle Club, which is cute. It's just a basic tee. Again, shouldn't anticipate any problems with this. It opens all the way in the back. It has stretch. So that's where it would sit on Stacy. So nothing too groundbreaking about that. And on Skipper, again, these are creatable world bodies for Skipper. And that's where it sits right there, a little bit of midriff. And onto petite. And that's where it sits on petite. It is a midriff shirt. And now on to curvy. Okay, so it does fit on curvy. There's the fit. It's a midriff shirt on curvy. And on to original. It is a little tight on original, but again, it's got that stretch. And it's a full midriff shirt. Nipple lines right up there in between those sparkles. And on to tall. Okay. And there's the fit on tall. Again, nipple lines right in between those sparkles. So nothing too groundbreaking. So this tee did fit. It didn't spill. So back onto the hanger and back into the closet it goes. Now our next piece is going to be a little more complicated. I lost a shoe. Because this is a skirt that has these suspenders. So, but it does open all the way in the back. So let's look at this and see how it looks with the suspenders on. I think Stacy might be the only one that can wear the suspenders as suspenders. We will see. Okay. So it does fit onto Stacy as it's supposed to. Groin line is right there. So it's very cute. Does fit. Again, it has one of these obnoxious little underwear liner things. And that's already getting in the way on Skipper. So, you know what we're just going to do is we're going to not put the liner on. And we're just going to ride it up like that. So, worn like that with Skipper. The groin is about right there, so it is like a little short skirt on her, but it's not obscene. But none of these are going to fit the overalls at this point because the waist and the shoulders are just too far. So we're going to take that. We're going to close it around there, and then we'll just flip these suspenders down or wear them like that. And that's the fit on petite. Nothing groundbreaking on that. Again, we're gonna do the same thing on curvy. Groin's right there, so it does close around curvy. You have these weird suspenders that are standing up though. I don't understand what this is even supposed to be cute with. for Rainbow High doll proportions. But here's this on the original Made to Move body. And the tall. Again, it's just cute little pleated skirt. You gotta take the little suspenders off if you want to use it for anything, though. But you know, it's funny, they make an actual point of telling you in the manual for Avery Styles that these buckles are not removable. So it's just kind of funny when I see that, because they thought enough about it that they were like, we got to tell people those don't come off. And now our jeans. So based on past experience, these are not going to stay up on Stacy, so we're not going to bother trying to put them on her. Here's the fit on Skipper. They could even come down a little bit. These are not going to fit on Curvy. These are essentially the same pants that Ruby has in her Series 1 outfit, just in a more natural denim. So we've got this on petite, so they are creeping into capris. These are not going to fit on Curvy, so we're moving on to original body. Okay. So again, getting to that really thick part of the calf, but it does fit on original Made to Move body. And then we've got tall Made to Move body. So again, it does fit. It gets stuck on this fleshy part of the calf, so you could actually shove it up a little bit more to make it more of a natural fit. But that's how it fits on tall. So it doesn't fit on Stacy because it's too big, and won't fit on Curvy because it's too small. So that's how that looks for these blue jeans. And now we've got this one. So this is our little dress that we've got. So let's give it a look on Stacy. Okay. So that's how it looks on Stacy. I would maybe put a t-shirt under it or something for her to just kind of anchor it on. But it fits, no problem. The length is not bad. Again, this could be used as a camisole. But we're just trying it on to the point where it is too short to be worn as intended as a dress. So here's groin. You've got about 1/2 inch fabric underneath on Skipper. Let's give it a look on petite. If it closes on petite, and we'll try it on the Curvy. Okay, so here we are on petite. Groin is about right here. This has maybe 1/8 of an inch of fabric, so we are creeping into teddy territory. So, but it could be a cute little nightie. And let's see. I don't think this. I might be wrong. Okay. So it fits on there barely, right at the groin. So this is pure teddy, but it does fit. It does have a little bit more of a squeeze into it factor. This is surprisingly has a lot of give to it. Again, on this one, it's going to be a teddy. And on tall, it's probably just going to be a shirt. Yeah, it doesn't cover panty area at all. This is going to be a shirt on tall. So we have the one. So it surprisingly fits everyone, but very different ways. It really is not a great... I should put it on a skirt holder, but it didn't come with one. And then we have this skirt, which is a sort of metallic satiny skirt. Again, it has a little underwear thing under it. It'll actually stay up on Stacy, surprisingly, which doesn't bode well for it fitting everybody else. Stays up on Skipper, right above the knee. And on Petite, above the knee. Let's look at Curvy. I doubt it's gonna fit. Okay, yeah, no. Theoretically, this would fit if you cut the little... so let's see if how it looks when you wear it as a high-waisted skirt. So you can wear it, you do have to move that little underwear thing to the side, but it works as a high-waisted mini skirt. And actually looks kind of cute with the little string things, because those only come down to the knee. But again, you do have to move that little underwear thing out of the way, because it does not go over her hips. And then we've got our original made-to-move body. And our tall made-to-move. Very cute. Again, you could make all of them high-waisted above curvy if you wanted to. But that was just the only way it was going to fit curvy. And now we've got another baby tee. It says, "Don't call me a doll," or "Don't call me doll." I guess like doll face. But let's try on. This is another baby tee. Again, these are going to be pretty short on most of them, past Stacy. And honestly, on Stacy, they're still pretty short. Usually. But that's how it fits on Stacy. And on Skipper, we've got this one. Again, I'm glad I took these hands off just because it makes my life a little bit easier and makes these videos a little bit faster. Okay, that's where it fits on Skipper. And then Petite. Let's see how it fits on Petite. So nipple lines right there. It does cover that chest articulation, so we can call it fit. Short, but fits. Curvy. Let's do it this way. This is a pretty tight fit over her arms because of that that ring, the bicep hem. So that's the fit on Curvy. Again, nipple line right there at the bottom of the lettering. So it's getting into the almost too short area, but it's still technically safe. And onto Original. Okay. Again, that's where she fits. Nipple lines really at the bottom of that lettering. It does cover the articulation though. And onto Tall. So on Tall, that's how it fits. Again, nipple lines right at the bottom of that lettering. It does cover the articulation though. So it does fit on all of them. It is really short, but it does fit. Sorry, all of these have been steadily drifting further off camera as I set them down further to try and not knock over shoes. But that is our shirt going back into the rack. And then we've got our knock over shoes. And next we have a hoodie. So this is cotton. It does have a little bit of stretch, but not a ton. I'm not going to fight to get her hands through on this, but this is where it's going to fit right at the elbow, and it will fit like a normal hoodie on Stacy. On these tight sleeved ones, there's only so much I can do to try to keep these videos under 3 hours. I am gonna do the time skips, so if you're not interested in a specific set, you'll know ahead of time the chapters. That's how it fits on Skipper. And on Petite. So it does fit at the ankle. Again, you gotta flip those seams under. And a mid-drift is starting to show on this hoodie. On Petite, Let's look at curvy. And it does fit on curvy. It's starting to creep up on the arm, towards that forearm. It does show the midriff. And so that's how that looks. Let's look at original. Okay, and again, you just kind of got to flip that seam down, but that's where she fits. And it's because it's an oversized hoodie, it does still stay down at the lower forearm, but you can always just push it up to give it more of a scrunched look. And we've got our tall Barbie again. I feel like I should put them all in boxer braids because hers is the easiest to handle with all of this stuff. And again, there's a full midriff showing. It's creeping up towards the mid forearms. And it fits though. So that looks pretty good, honestly. So what we're gonna do is put it back on this hanger. Got our sparkle hoodie on. I'm gonna take this one off. This is our next one, but I just want to have a little bit more room to shove this back on the pole. So this is the Avery jacket, as I like to call it, because it's just blatantly the exact same material and pattern as Avery's jacket, or as Avery's outfit. So it looks perfect with it. Again, this will fit. I'm not fighting through it with all these little sequins, because there is only a thin material on the inside of this, and it is very prone to snagging. So if you do wear this, even with your Rainbow High stuff, take the hands off. Just save yourself some trouble. Okay, and there's the fit on Skipper. Right there. Looks cute. There's a lot of color to it. Again, this is a fun way to spice up like just a basic black dress or anything like that. And on to petite. Okay. And that's the fit on petite. And now on curvy. Here's the fit on curvy. Again, you're going to want to slide it up to the elbow to make it fit real nicely, but it still looks cute. And then let's just slide it right off and onto the original body. And that's the fit on the original. Again, you just kind of want to slide it up to the elbow just to give yourself a little more room to work with. But it's a very cute look. It's a mini jacket. And onto the original. I went on to the tall. Okay. Sorry, I've got spare hair that's floating around up here. There's the fit on the tall, again, just to give yourself a little more room. Bunch it up to the elbows. Thankfully, this does not have really tight sleeves, so we're actually good on that. And now the next part is what Avery was actually wearing. This is just right on the edge of my arm length. What she was wearing is this mini shirt, or the baby tee, and then this sort of holographic mini dress, but it's a zipper. So this is technically an outfit, so we're going to try it on together. Okay, again, we've got Stacy coming in strong with the fact that everything fits her or it falls off of her. And we have the little shirt. So there's the fit on Stacy. The only thing holding it up is her arms that are clamped down. This is the girl playing dress up. So this dress is too big for Stacy, but the tee fits just fine. And onto this one. Okay. And Skipper. Okay, and there's the fit on Skipper. It fits pretty well. It's not falling down on her. Would be better if she had a little bit more hip. So hopefully it'll be a perfect fit for petite. And we've got this one. Okay, and there's the fit on petite. So it does look cute. It's a little bit big on her still, but that's okay. Just means we might have a chance of this fitting curvy. Okay, so we've got curvy. Again, this shirt has a little bit of give to it, so it's gonna fit. There's the fit on the shirt. Now the real test is whether or not it goes over her hips. Because if it goes over her hips, it will probably fit. Okay. So that is the fit on curvy. So it does fit. I think it actually looks better on her than it looks on Avery. The only problem is you are hitting right at that line where it's going to pop up out, where she's going to have a nip slip. But again, whenever you're putting stuff on curvy, just be careful of your bottom seam. just because stretching it over that over those hips sometimes will cause a tear if you're not careful. And again, onto the original body. And bada boom. And that's how it fits on the original body. There's where it hits on the shirt. So you're safe on the nipple area. And now let's see. Okay. Okay, so this is how it fits. Again, the groin's right about there, so this is a micro mini dress. And honestly, it's maybe too short for the tall body. It fits, but it's not like the bustier part is supposed to come up here, and at that point, it is no longer viable as a dress. So, fits everybody but tall, really. And you can make it work with a longer dress. I mean, with a longer shirt, if you were going to do that. But it is still a very cute little outfit. And the fact that it fits curvy is really nice. And then we're going to put this back on there. And then we just try to hook these on the first try. Boom. And now we're going to move on to Krystal Bailey, which is our indigo. Okay, and moving on to Krystal. She is wearing a 4-piece outfit. For her first outfit, she has this little skirt right here. That's a holographic kind of skirt. Again, it's probably going to be a little too big for Stacy, but we'll stick it on her anyway. So that stays on her, surprisingly. And then she has this little bandeau bra. That we just put on like that. And it does not really stay on, but that's why she's got this. Next part is this little shimmer shirt thing that goes on over it. And that's the fit on that. And now let's see about this. And I'm really not 100% confident in how easily this is going to go on. Okay. So that's the fit for Stacy. Looks pretty cute for outfit number 1. This is 4 pieces, so it is going to be a little bit more of a does everything fit kind of outfit. but hopefully we can just breeze through this pretty quick. At a certain point, the bandeau is going to stop closing around there, so that'll get us one less thing to try on. Okay, there's the fit of the bandeau on Skipper. Again, we've got this one now. Also, okay, the little shimmer shirt goes on. Nice and easy. And that's how that fits on with the skirt. Again, this is in Skipper's sort of signature color, so it's a good outfit for her. And then we've got this one. Again. So there's the fit for Skipper. Again, it does come down to her wrist. And it's got these cute little ties on the side with the grommets. So everything fits for Skipper. If I can get everything off in a nice, easy way. Okay. And on to Petite. Let's see, does this actually fit on Petite though? So it's a tight fit on Petite for this little bandeau. And then that's the fit for the shimmer shirt thing. And that's the fit for the skirt. And then we've got this one for the jacket. That's your fit. It's very pretty. This is a great outfit for her. It's a great skin tone match for her. You could honestly just do her makeup a little differently with some acrylics. Now, I don't think the bandeau or the shirt are going to fit on Curvy. Just because I'm not entirely sure, because it was a tight fit on Petite. Yeah, this is not going to fit. Let's see if the shimmer shirt thing fits. Okay. So no, it doesn't really, like, it, you can get it to fit, but it does not fit tight like it's, or not fit loose like it's supposed to. And it's actually rolled under there. That would probably help things. So there's the fit on the other thing. We're going to put the skirt little underwear piece off to the side and see if this fits over it. So that's how it would fit on Curvy, but her groin is right there, so this is not going to fit on Curvy, unfortunately. So we're not going to call that fit. We're going to put the lime in the coconut and mix it all up. Okay, and then we got... So there's the fit for the jacket. Jacket fits pretty well. Again, you're getting to the mid forearm with the jacket. It is pretty tight on these upper arms for her, for curvy. So just beware when you're putting her on that way. Now let's see if this bandeau fits on the other ones. So barely, you can get it to fit on there. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Okay, and then see that popped off up there. But that's the way the fit would look. So this is only really a half fit, I would say, for the bandeau. Like, you can make it fit. It doesn't actually fit, but you can definitely make it work. And again, that's how the jacket looks with the skirt and everything. This is a cute fit for her. So I like this outfit on Barbie. And I'm kind of hoping that they do more of this style of jacket in Series 4. Because we've already seen Series 3 and it's not in that one. So we'll see. I'm going to call this done because the torso on the tall is a little bit thicker and I don't want to fight with it to get it on, because honestly at this point the shirt is actually a little tight for her. There's the fit of the skirt. Groin is right there, so it is a little close for comfort. But yeah. The only downside with this jacket is it does have little breaks in it, so it's not... you can accidentally stick your arm through it. But that's the fit for the for Krystal, for the tall body. So it works. The only thing we didn't fit on was the bandeau, and the shirt is a little tight, but it's not a complete lost cause. And honestly, if you are wearing it with the jacket, you don't have to fasten it, you know? So we're going to put this on and then fasten this one. And stick this one back on. Yep. And then stack this one on. Okay. Okay. And now her next outfit is pants and a little bralette top and a jacket. So generally, so the jeans are not going to fit on the Curvy or Stacy dolls. So we're not going to try them on them. And then that's how it would fit on Skipper. So she is pretty big in the hips. Not the end of the world. Again, just be careful when putting these on because you do have these little holes in them that are there intentionally. You do have these little zippers that run down. So again, these are a little bit hippier. I don't know if they were supposed to be worn more high-waisted on Krystal, and I guess that's probably why. So we may actually be able to get the Kirby doll into these. Let's see. You never know. Almost. So, I mean, theoretically, she fits in them, surprisingly enough. I don't think I would actually put her in those. But we'll see. Again, that's the fit on original Made to Move Barbie. And here's the fit on tall. It's right there, mid-calf. She looks good. So these fit on everybody except for Skipper and Stacy because they're just too wide in the hip for them. And I have been doing full outfits, but for this one, I know this bandeau isn't going to fit most of them just because there's not a ton of stretch on this. So I figured we would do it individually. So we've got the bandeau on Stacy, or the bralette on Stacy. Not a bad fit. It's a semi-basic piece. And then on to Skipper. On Skipper, it's already getting tight. So that's how that looks. And let's see if it fits onto petite or not. Okay. Yeah, no. Okay. So yeah, this bralette does not fit on the petite. So it's done. And then the jacket will fit most of them. But let's just look at it anyway. This is a tight jacket, so I'm not going to force the arm through, but it's going to fit at a normal length right there on Stacy. Let's see what it looks like on Skipper. Now this does have a working belt that ties it with buckles. So that's the fit on Skipper. It looks cute. It is tight in these sleeves, so I'm glad I didn't try to force the Stacy hand through. There's the fit on Petite. Again, we're creeping up those arms into a mini jacket. Let's see if these tight sleeves will allow for our curvy girl to fit into it or not. Okay, so it's tight, but it does fit on her. And with original Made to Move Barbie, here's the fit. There's the fit on original Made to Move Barbie. It is almost at elbow length already. It's right there under the bust. And let's look at tall. Okay, and there's the fit on tall. Again, right under the bust and creeping up towards the elbows. And that is it for Krystal. She does have some fishnet stockings that came with hers. They're going to be too loose on Stacy, and they're going to be too tight on... Actually, they will fit perfectly on Curvies. So those will fit, and we won't have to worry about those. But here are the fishnets. It's a tight mesh, so you can't really see the fishnet pattern, but it's going to be dark pantyhose, which actually works really well for her. So next up is going to be Karma, and she has 2 outfits that are multiple pieces, so we will get to her in just a sec. All right, on to Karma. So Karma has 2 outfits. This is the one that she's not wearing in the box, but it's the first one that I've got right here that we're gonna do. It's 3 pieces. It has this little patent leather mini skirt. It does have that little underwear piece inside. That's the fit on Stacy. It also has this little tank top. Just says rainbow on it. Okay. And so we're going to put that on her. And then let's give it a look with the shirt. Now the shirt is gonna be just super prone to snags, unfortunately. So let's see if I can get this thing through here without shredding it. Now the problem with this is it's not stretchy here at the cuffs. So your thumbs and things are going to get caught on there. Okay. So again, there's the fit for her. It's a cute fit. I worry about these threads that are stuck on her hands right now. So I'm trying not to force it. But she's the only one with hands that's stuck on there. So it'll be fine. Okay. And now the tank top onto Skipper. Again, this is a creatable world body, not a regular articulated Skipper, because I like the articulation at the ankles and the feet. Now this tank top is already a little tight. Let's try this shirt on. Again, no, there are no hands on this one, just for ease of access. And that's the fit of that. And then here is the whole outfit fit. It's a cute little outfit on her. It's going to hit right at the wrist for the shirt and mid-thigh for the skirt. So it is a cute look. I don't know if this tank top is going to make it much further, just because already I'm noticing there's kind of a lack of stretch going on. And it doesn't really have the length that it's supposed to. So here's nipple line right about here. This barely covers the articulation point, but it does look cute with her skin tone. Again, you'll see a lot of these loose threads down here in this shirt, just because of the way the shirt is cut. But that's the fit on the shirt. The shirt is cut like a jean jacket, so it does fit the same way as most of the jackets do. So it's going to be right at the wrist, a little bit higher as we go further on. The shirt did fit, the tank top did fit, surprisingly. The skirt's fitting well. I doubt this skirt is going to fit on here, but we are going to try it with the little underwear things pushed to the side. Okay. Okay. So you can make it high-waisted. The groin is right there, so you have less than 1/8 of an inch. So you make that into a high-waisted micro mini. Let's see if we can close this in the back. So you can close it. It does hit right at the nipple line. And then let's see if we can get these sleeves on. Okay. So there isn't really enough stretch in the fabric for the shirt to fit right, the outer shirt. But there's the fit anyway. It'll go on, but it doesn't fit like it's supposed to because of how thick her arms are. Which, that's a negative way to talk about clothes, which how narrow the sleeves are cut. Should always criticize the clothes and not the body. Even if it's dolls. On to the original Made to Move. Again, we've got little tiny T. And that's where the skirt hits right there. And now let's see about the jacket. Okay. Again, these sleeves are really tight at the base. So it's almost not even going to work on the original body, but that's how it fits. As you can see, this little sleeve part is coming out, so you kind of got to cheat it to the back. But that's the fit on the original. And then we will get this one done. Onto the tall body. Now I feel like this one is not going to work on the tall body just because of where the nipple line is, but I'm wrong. It does cover the articulation, if just barely. That's where the skirt hits, right there. And the jacket. This jacket almost does not really fit well on this because it doesn't, these sleeves are super tight, so I'm gonna say this doesn't fit anymore. So this is the fit on tall, is it's just the little tank and the skirt, because that the sleeves on the outer shirt do not have any give to them, so they can't slide up the arm like you would normally have on the on these dolls. But we will see. Okay. Again, we just put this back on the rack. And this one as well. I actually have two more Avery Styles dolls, like, sets coming because of these racks. But for now, I just have the two sets. And now this set is her, this is Karma's second outfit. It's got a little bustier top, a longer skirt, and then this little denim belt thing. So I don't know how well this is going to fit. We will see. Like, this doesn't fit on there, which means this one won't either. So we're going to try the little bustier top on her. Generally these fit on Stacy, but I just always like to double check. Sometimes the straps are too long and it doesn't cover what it's supposed to cover, or they're too wide. So that's the fit for Stacy. Everything else is going to be too big. Even this is really too big, but it's fine. Okay, so we've got the bustier top on Skipper. Again, this is on a Creatable World body. It's a perfect fit on her. That's where that fits, right there. It does stay on. And unlike some of the pieces, this belt is not its own separate thing. So that's the fit for Skipper. So it does fit on Skipper, all three pieces. I'm not anticipating this bustier fitting on Petite, actually. Just because there's no give to this material, because this is a double layer lined thing. But yeah, like this is not gonna work. It's barely hanging on, so technically it could fit. You could say that fits, but I don't like the way it fits, so we're gonna call that done. And then we've got the skirt and the little overskirt thing. That's the fit on there. And let's see if the skirt fits on Curvy. This does seem like it should fit, but I don't know. And I'm not sure if it's just the fault of the little underwear thing that's under there again. Yeah, I'm gonna try it without the underwear thing in the right spot. That's good. We're going to try it that way. Okay. So this is the fit for the Curvy. So it does become super high-waisted on Curvy, but it does fit. But you do have to move that little underwear thing off to the side before you try to slide it up, or cut it out entirely. Honestly, I don't know what purpose it really serves with those, but MGA thinks it's important to have those. Here is the fit on a original body made to move. Again, that bustier is not going to fit on her at this point. It's a decent, cute skirt. You just pair it with like a white top or something like that. Or even the top from her previous outfit would look pretty decent. Okay. And then here is the fit on tall. It hits right about the knee. And that's it for Karma. So everything but the little bustier top fit like it was supposed to. So that was good. So it's always nice when the things fit correctly. And so we'll put this back on the rack. Again, back on the rack. And so our last outfit of the day is Poppy's cheerleading outfit. So we are going to look at that real quick. It is only 2 pieces because we don't count socks. It is just going to be this little skirt and this little jersey top. So let's see how the jersey top looks on Stacy. So lots of holes again. So be careful with the thumbs and fingers, just because it takes all it takes is a little thumb and everything goes wrong. So that's how the jersey fits. It actually looks really cute. It's kind of on brand for Skipper. I mean, Stacy. And then that's how the skirt fits, aka it doesn't. You could modify it to fit like that, but that's okay. Let's see how this fits on Skipper. Again, we've got her hands off, thankfully. So the top fits on right there. And the bottom fits on like that. So there's the fit on Skipper. Let's see if she fits. Let's see if it fits on Petite or not, because this skirt doesn't open up all the way in the back like the Amaya skirt does. But it also doesn't have that really thick cheerleader underwear. So, you know, maybe it'll fit on Curvy. So on Petite, we're already losing the battle because it is hard to close on this top. And but that's how it fits on Curvy. I mean, not Curvy, Petite. It does look cute. I don't think it's gonna fit on anybody else, this top, because I had to struggle to get it onto the Velcro. So we're gonna call that done. Let's see if the skirt will fit on Curvy. Okay, so skirt fits on Curvy, groin is here, but in cheerleading skirts, that's really not that high. So it works and the slit is off to the side. That's the fit on Curvy. Again, the top probably would not fit. Well, actually, definitely would not fit on Curvy. Might fit on Original, but definitely not going to fit on Curvy. That's the fit on Original, Made to Move. And on the Tall, here we go. Right there. that is the fit. And you know what? Just for shits and giggles, let's see what the tall would look like with this on, if it actually will close or not. I don't think it will. I'm already just having to fight to get it back on. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Unfortunate, but it's still really cute. Velcro is getting caught in stray hairs from her braids. So much for protective hairstyle. But that is the last piece from today. So this has been Disney D Prince, and you know, I'm probably going to be getting the winter sets here in a couple of weeks. Not super immediately, just because I'm not incredibly thrilled with any of them. But as soon as Series 3 comes out, I probably will be getting most of Series 3 because I do like the way that they look. So stay tuned. My next video may be Jet, just because I think she's probably going to be the next one I find in stores, because I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to get the twins. So thanks for watching. This has been Disney D Prince. And leave a comment, follow, and let me know if you like this format better than individual videos.